Fox News contributor Steve Hilton, RNC national spokesperson Madison Gesiotto Gilbert. We thank you both for coming on here. Katie Pavlich wrote the following here. She wrote this, by the way, in July of 2015, quoting, "The man identified as Steinle's killer," talking about Kate Steinle, "didn't slip through the cracks. He was allowed to stay under the protection of liberal sanctuary city policies backed federally by an open border administration. He was deported on this thing, Madison, 5 times before he was finally acquitted. The evidence was strong, and yet there were so many things that worked in his favor because of the sanctuary status." What do you think? Is this murder happening now going to politically affect President Biden?
Well, it should. And I mean, when will enough be enough?
Sorry, Steve. Go ahead, Madison.
You know, when will enough be enough? We look across the country and we see what's happening. It's significantly worse today than it was 10 years ago. But the reality is Democrats and Republicans should have addressed this issue decades ago. And now we're seeing the impact. But Joe Biden is certainly to blame when it comes to what has happened over the past 3 years. 7.2 million people have come across our border. This is an unsustainable number. There are a lot of great people that have come across the border that have legitimate asylum claims. But for every single person that comes across that is a criminal, we are not able to vet as a result of these reckless policies coming in, ending catch and release right away. And then, of course, stopping construction of the border wall. And now we're losing lives as a result. This is unacceptable. And this young girl, I pray for her family and for what they're going through right now, because to lose a loved one is a very difficult thing.
And Steve, when Kate Steinle was killed back in 2015, Donald Trump tweeted, quoting, "Build the wall." It became a movement, right? Kate Steinle killer came back and back over the weakly protected Obama border. He ends by saying, "Build the wall." It created a movement back then, Steve, and it seems like there is going to be repercussions about this. What do you think?
Well, Tracy, you took the words right out of my mouth. The first thing I thought of, as many people did when we saw the details of this appalling case, was Kate Steinle. 2015, that case. Donald Trump elected the following year with immigration and this absolutely irresponsible, reckless open borders policy at the heart of his pitch to the country. And I think you're seeing that again. And that's why the White House is in a panic. And who knows what's going to happen with this particular case. But the fact is that when you allow millions of unvetted people across the border, this is the kind of thing that is going to happen. And you have to have political accountability for that. And it's going to come for Joe Biden.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Madison, as well as I know, that the President Biden is going to blame this on the Republicans, but good luck with that, because that is not going to carry a lot of heft.
Yeah, and when it's an election year, they want to change the narrative. But again, you look back immediately after taking office, they ended Remain in Mexico. They restarted catch and release. He halted construction, sold off materials we'd already purchased with our taxpayer dollars for 3 cents on the dollar. And he pretty much projected to the world, our border is open, welcoming criminals to come across. When again, we have a court backlog now of over 10 years as it is. We need to be able to process and fix the immigration system. And the first step to that is securing the border and then having Congress pass legitimate legislation. Because right now, even with doubling the amount of judges we have on immigration cases, we would be lucky if we were to get through the court backlog by 2032. This is unacceptable, what we see going on.
I want to get your comment on this, Steve, because the administration has allowed 500,000 illegal Venezuelans to stay and work here.
Yes, and these people who are unvetted should not be here in the first place. And the fact that they're just throwing it open, the millions, you got the 500,000 Venezuelans, but all the other countries too, and the crimes that are being committed across the country. It is an absolute scandal. They shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be happening. And it is clearly the responsibility of Joe Biden, who announced he wanted a surge at the border, and he's put in place the policies to bring that surge. And now we are reaping that whirlwind.
He did say, bring them on. Madison, Steve, thank you both for your time. We appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.